Deed of the day, commit, don't quit. Jeff here. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. This is an early one. I'm usually 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but a lot's going on today, so I can't do that at 2 today. So we thought we'd go live at 9:30. This is pretty much the only time I can go today, so that's why I'm a little early. So people will see me on here, but when you come in, I will. I'm just making a coffee. Nobody's on yet, so I'll make the coffee while people are coming in. Just be a few minutes. Like I said, I just came on today. I hope everybody's having a good day, and it's happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Literally, I thought I'd come on because I couldn't come on later on today. So I'm just making a coffee right now while I'm waiting for people to come in. That's all. No more than that. Like I said, hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good day. Thought I'd just make a coffee and go from there. See what happens. Like I said, could take a few minutes before we get some people in here. But while people come in, I'm just gonna make a coffee and that. So just take a couple minutes for this. So I'm sorry about this, everybody. But like I said, I hope you are having a good day. I hope you are having a good day. I can't go on live later. That's the reason that I'm going on now. But like I said, I realize some people may come. It could be a good time, may not be the best time. But I don't know. Guess we'll wait and see what happens. Like I said, we'll just wait and see. Just wait and see if we can get people to come in. Like I said, it could take a few minutes. We'll have to see. And it's Valentine's Day, so we may have a couple people, we may not. People could be busy getting their stuff done. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Like I said, it doesn't look like we have a soul. It's been a pretty quiet morning so far. Been on for a few minutes and we don't have anybody, but that's okay. Like I always said, it's good to keep talking even if there's a person here or not. We'll just wait and see. We'll wait and see. I can't come on later. That's why I thought I'd come on now. It's strange. Usually we have people by now, but not a soul this morning. It's very quiet. But like I said, it's Valentine's Day, so we may have people, we may not get people. It looks like we have 2, which is fine. And if you want to show your face, great. If you don't, no worries. But yeah, I thought I'd come on. I have to take. Sorry about that, Daisy. Our dog's just barking. I have to go to the airport with my mom this afternoon for 2. So. I'm going to be gone around lunch, so I thought this was a good time. I can't go later. But, anyways, I'm going to make a coffee, so if you want to come in, great. If not, no worries. But like I said, I'll just be a second making the coffee. But I hope you are having a good day, and it's, happy Valentine's Day to whoever. I have to still figure. Sadly, I have to give my wife a Valentine's, something for her. So when people do come, I'm gonna maybe talk to a couple people. I need some ideas, real big ideas. Hopefully, we can figure that out. Hopefully, we can figure that out. Let's see what's going on. So weird. Usually by now we have somebody in the chat. I'm gonna maybe try the chat again. Doesn't seem like it's working. Whatever. So strange today. Let's see, do we have anybody? James Wolski, much love from Redding, California. Hey, Story Dory, good morning. Hey, thanks very much for coming in. I really appreciate it. I'm just kind of puttering around in the kitchen here quick, so don't mind me. If you can give me about 30 seconds to a minute, I'm making a coffee. I'm really sorry that I'm on so early. I never go on like in the morning. Usually I go on at 2 p.m. It's 9:30 here. It's almost 20 to 10, and I don't usually go on to 2, but today I can't go on at 2. My mom's she's flying out to Cuba for a couple of weeks, so I'm taking her to the airport this afternoon. Her and another couple that are going together. She's all excited. She's going away to Cuba for 2 weeks. She comes home for 2 weeks, then she goes to Scotland for 3 weeks. So she's kind of busy for the next 6 or 8 weeks. J-Real Slots, have a great day, Jeff. Blessing. Yes, J-Real Slots, thanks a lot. Story Dory, 9:40 here as well. Yes, I'm really sorry, everybody. Like I said, I don't usually go on at this time. I try to go on every day, and I can't go on at 2 just because I got to take my mom to what do you call it, to the airport. So I thought, I said to my wife, I'm going to come home, make a coffee, and turn it on, and you know what? I'll talk to some people. If anybody comes in, wonderful, and if not, you know what? It's Valentine's Day, so I understand completely, but I'm not ignoring anybody. I'm literally, takes me, you can see the red, what is it right there, the Keurig. I'm just going to make myself coffee. It takes me a couple minutes. Jenny O'Brien, how you doing? Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you're having a nice day. Happy Valentine's Day. It's wonderful to see everybody. I'm just making myself a coffee, and if you're here, that's wonderful. I'm only going to be about 30 to 60 seconds. It just takes a couple seconds to make it. So just give me a second, please. So I'm very sorry that it's taken so long. I literally dashed in the door and I wanted to get this started, but yeah, sorry about that. Good same to you. Thanks a lot, Jenny. I hope you're having a nice day. It's a little nicer here. Gemma, how are you? It's good to see you, Gemma. It's Journey Grace. Nice to see you. Story Dory, rule number 1, get coffee. Thanks. Gemma, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day. I'm just grabbing myself a coffee. It'll literally just be a second. Usually I go on at... what time is it there? Is it like 2 o'clock in the afternoon there for you, Gemma? Or 20 to 3, I guess? I can't go on at my usual time, 2 o'clock today. My mom's flying out. She's going to Cuba for a couple weeks, and she's going with her friends, but they all need a ride to the airport. So she asked me a few months ago, she said, are you able to take me? And I said, oh yeah, no problem. So I thought, there's no live today other than this, so I thought, perfect time. I'll drop my wife off for 9 o'clock for work. And I came in the door. I thought I'd grab a coffee. I thought probably take a few minutes. Usually takes a few minutes for people to come in, especially with the notifications if they don't go out. Just uploaded my BBC interview. Awesome. Jenny says nice. Yes, 240. Good. Gemma, I got merchandise. If anybody wants to see the merchandise, I mean, they don't have to, but we just put it up last night. Put a video out last night about later on 9-10 o'clock our time. We received everything in the mail. I ordered a couple of things just to make sure it looks okay. Ordered like a hoodie and a couple of different t-shirts with the different logos on, just to see and stuff. But anyways, if anybody's, you don't have to, but if anyone was interested, if they go to the homepage, there's the link. I think we called it Idiot of the Day gear or something, and then in the About section it has it's through Teespring, and if you click on it, it shows you what's there. But like I said, we figured, you know what, everybody else is making it, why not do it? If people are interested, great, and if they're not, that's fine. Okay, anyways, I'll just be 2 seconds, okay, everybody? Sorry about all of this. But I hope everybody's having a good one. I hope everybody's having a nice day. Really sorry for this. Usually a little bit more on the ball, but I just have to put my coffee creamer in, and then I'll be over in like 1 second, okay? Anybody have anything exciting planned? I have to still have to get my wife a Valentine's Day. I'm that guy I'm not lackluster, but when you're younger, you're on the ball about getting flowers and taking them out for dinner and stuff. But then you get a little older and you get into like a routine. I don't want to say it's a good routine, but it's a routine where we just turn to each other. Are you getting? What do you want for Valentine's Day or whatever? And she'll say nothing, and I'll say nothing, and then just before I get out of the car, she hands me some. I felt so embarrassed, so I have to get her something today. I don't know what, but I'll have to get her some. So if any of the ladies have any ideas for me, let me know. Supermom go, Happy Valentine's Day. Yes, Happy Valentine's Day, Supermom go. Joseph Girl, hey, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Story Dory says, food shopping will be the highlight of my day. Yeah, my highlight is having a coffee right now. I'll be over in 2 seconds. There we are. There we go. Got like a computer desk, and it's not the biggest, so it just takes me a second to get everything loaded. Sorry. Here we are. Yes, Joseph, getting paid tomorrow. That's, thank goodness, because been broke. Understand spending time with her. Yes, Jenny. I think that's exactly what we'll do. Yankee or Crank. Hey, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody's doing good. Happy Valentine's Day. You go where you can't go wrong with chocolate. You're right. Literally, the reason I came on this morning, I usually go on in a couple hours, like about 4.5 hours. But today, my mom's going away. She's flying out to Cuba for a couple of weeks. So since that's going on, I said we'd drive her to the airport. So just when I usually go live, I'll be at the airport with her for a couple hours. That's all. Flippin' Hustler. Good morning from Minnesota. Good morning. It's great to see you. Welcome. It's nice to see you. Anybody new to the channel, if you like what you see, there's a subscribe in the bottom. Red subscribe. If you hit it, it'll turn gray. Then if you hit the notifications bell to the right of it, you get notified for lives and for our videos. Anyways, that little spiel's done. But it's nice to have you here. Anybody new that if there's people you don't know, if you check them out, just leave them a message on one of their videos just to let them know that you've been on their channel, so they can check you out as well, because you never know, could be your next new interest. Supermom Go, thanks very much, I appreciate it. How's the weather in Minnesota, Flippin' Hustler? It's been chilly here. Today's the first day in about a week or so. They've got all the roads scraped. It's funny, yesterday it was like a nice snowstorm here. We kept the kids home from school, the buses, the last couple of days. Pretty much the kids haven't gone to school till today. Today's the first day of the week they've been in school. There's been bad weather, and you couldn't... the schools have been closed, if you can believe, this long. And anyways, they went back, and everything's good, but what a difference a day makes. Oh, you're crank. Thanks very much. Hit the like. Yes, thank you very much. Thumbs up. Thank you. Like I said, this is not my normal time. This, like I said, I usually go on at 2 o'clock. And it's 9:45 here, but which is fine. Like I said, we don't usually. I'm usually just getting my wife and son to school and work and stuff. Flippin' Hustler, extremely cold, I imagine. Gosh, what did it get there? Did it get? We heard in Minnesota. I think we heard that like a week or two ago, when that really cold spell hit. They said on the news, they were saying I'm going to go down. I don't know if it's with a wind chill down at close to minus 70. I've never heard of anything so crazy. That's the coldest I've ever heard on record. That was weird. Very weird. Something happened there, and I don't know what it was. Very strange. I don't know if anybody else heard that. I got like a bell ring, and I have no idea what it was. Anyways, maybe it couldn't have been important. Story Dory, hit the like, but now breakfast calling me. Have a great day. Yeah, no worries, Story Dory. Thank you so much. I don't try to... I'm not one like a salesman that try to push, but everybody always says, at the beginning, I always say that, the main routine everybody else says. So just in case people are interested, that's all. So I don't like pushing things, that's all. But no, it's okay. Thanks a lot, Story Dory. I appreciate it. Happy Valentine's Day, my friend. Have a good day, okay? And thanks again for dropping in. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Flippin' Hustler. At one point, it was minus 58 here. That's crazy. Imagine with the wind chill. Oh, my gosh. It must have been crazy. we have a fella we're friends with on here that comes in once in a while. I don't know. I imagine a lot of you know Mike Albright, WTF Mike Albright. He lives in South Dakota, and he said it was close to, it was like minus 54 one night, and then with the wind chill like in the minus 60s and that. But isn't that weather crazy? It's nuts. Supermom go 2 inches of snow in Michigan. Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah, you're in Michigan. So we're not. I'm about 2 hours outside of Detroit, and I live in London, Ontario, Canada. Supermom go. So I'm 2 hours from Detroit, and an hour from Port Huron. So it's just whatever side that's closer. But that's, yeah, we're not too far from Michigan whatsoever. Flyer FPV, hello everybody. Hi Flyer FPV, welcome. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. Not my usual time that I come in. Usually I come in a couple hours, 4.5 hours from now. Usually about 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, our time. But it's about 9:47 in the morning. Just have a few things I have to do, and I have to take my mother to the airport. She's flying out for a couple weeks on a vacation, and she's all excited. So she said, do you mind taking me and my 2 friends, and that her and her friend and her husband and that? So they're all going out today, so they're excited about that. Anchor Crank says it warmed up here. It's supposed to be in the 70s today, but they dropped back down in the 30s. Wow, my gosh, Anchor Crank, I could go for the 70s in 2 seconds. My gosh, could I ever? Give me a second to have a sip of coffee. Supermom goes, wow. Oh, thanks, Gemma. I wasn't trying to, you know what it is? I'm not like pushing it. We just put it out yesterday, that's all. And like I said, some may be interested. Some talked about it a while ago. So I thought, if they're interested, great. If they're not, no harm, no foul. Literally, you make it doesn't cost anything. I'm sure you're aware about that anyways, Gemma. You go to the website, you put your merchandise on the website, and then they post it, and you make like a store for it. And if people are interested, great. If not, no worries. It didn't cost anything, so... Anyways, we got some stuff ourselves. We did get it. We didn't want to talk about it or put it up just in case. You never know in case something doesn't turn out. But it seemed to turn out, so we liked it. Mickey XOXO, good morning, Mickey. I imagine it's, it's about probably 10 to 9 in the morning there. It's good to see Mickey. I'm never on this early, you know that. Literally, my mom's flying out. She's going to Cuba this afternoon. Her and her friends are flying to Cuba for a couple weeks. And... since they're going away, literally she's going to Cuba for 2 weeks. She comes home for 2 weeks. Then she flies out to Scotland for 3 weeks. So anyways, they're going, and she's all excited, but she needed a ride. So she said her flight leaves at 2 o'clock this afternoon, so I have to leave here around 11:30 in about an hour and a half, and go pick her up, and then get her and the other couple that she's going with to the airport. It's not that far away, but I like to stay with her at the airport just to make sure everything's good, and then I have to pick my son up from school. So that's the reason I came on early. But happy Valentine's Day, look at me, I can't even read today. Happy Valentine's Day, Mickey. It's great to see you. Thank you very much for dropping. Mickey, we got merchandise finally. We got some shirts and hoodies and stuff. Then we made up like a what do you call it, Teespring store, and that through the Teespring company. And then Joe set it up in that, but we thought, everybody else is doing it, so why not do it? Like I said to Gemma and other people, it either goes or it doesn't, so it is what it is. It's nice to have you here. Thanks very much. Cool, buddy. Is that on Teespring or Amazon merch? Flippin' Hustler, Teespring. Literally, I can't. And the reason I can talk about it on the lives and on the videos and stuff, but if you're not monetized, you can't put it in the videos and stuff. You can talk about it, but you can't imprint it on your. You can't put the links on your videos and stuff. But I can put in the about section and that links and stuff for that way. But unless you're monetized, you can't do it any other way. And there's other companies to go through, but just Teespring seem to be, I've seen a lot, and a lot of people are using it. So that's the reason we used it. But there's other companies definitely, but it just seemed to be the best for us. Let's see here. Red-Headed Funko. Oh my gosh, I love that name. I love it. Welcome, everybody. You know what? There's new people in the chat. If you like what you see on their channel, leave them a message so they can check you out as well. Flippin' Hustler says, I use Teespring. Do you? Oh, yeah, you know what? Everybody I've seen has used Teespring. There's a few that I know that have used other companies, and you know what? I'm sure they're fine too. I don't mean fine. I'm sure they're great too. just it was the biggest name that I knew of, and so that's the only reason that we did that. Mickey XO, idiot, the damn flying to Cuba with her icon swimsuit. Oh my gosh. We went to Veradero in Cuba a few years ago, Mickey, and we had a blast. I'd like to go to Dominican, and I've been to Cancun and all those, like all through the Caribbean. But Joe wouldn't mind going back to Cuba, but I love to go to Barbados again. We used to go to Barbados when I was a kid all the time, but thing with Cuba, it's fairly reasonable. I would love to go to Puerto Rico too. I hear that's very nice, but oh wow, that will be an awesome trip. But yes, Yankee Crank, it will. Literally, my mom's 76. My dad passed away about 4 years ago, and so he was about 9.5 years. He was a lot older than my mom. He was about 9.5 years older. But you couldn't tell they were my mom and dad, so it is what it is. But she's still got a good part of her life to live in that. So we didn't know. When they get older, you don't know what it's going to be like when your mother or father pass away. Anyways. Within about 6 months, she started walking. She exercised twice a day. She's out 20 minutes in the morning for a walk, 20 minutes in the afternoon. She lost a bunch of weight. She eats well. And she goes out Monday to Friday. It's like she has a job. Between 9 and 5, you couldn't get a hold of her. On her cell phone, nothing. You can't get a hold of her. But and then on the weekend, she's not as busy because all her friends that are still married and that they're busy with their family. So on the weekend, we try to get over and see her. But it's still nice. Mickey says, nice merch. Yeah, well, anyways, like I said, Mickey, it can't hurt, right? Why not try it? And we'll see what happens. I mean, it either does or doesn't, whatever. And I said to Joe, if not, it's fine. We have our own, and we kind of like it. So, and it's got like a lot of different colors that you can order things in. So, I didn't know that, Jeff. Let's see here. Yankee Crank, that's awesome. Yes. Supermom, go Ma. Yes, Supermom, go. I'm excited for her. She's, like I said, she literally, the couple that she's going with, she's worked with this lady. She's known her for 20 some years. She worked with her after she retired, and she worked at my mom. Can't speak. My mom worked for General Motors for almost 40 years, and she worked in the accounting department. And then when she retired, they moved here, maybe not, close to 20 years ago. And when she moved here, within the first year, she said to my dad, she says, I can't stop working. So she got a part-time job working at Sears in the children's wear. And she loved it. She was not older, but she was a little bit. And she still wanted to work in that. And so anyway, she worked part-time. And the woman she worked with, she's been best friends with for years now. So anyways, they used to go on holidays with my mom and with my dad too. And so anyways, they said they were going, and they asked my mom, and my mom jumped at it. And then a few months ago, Jean, my mom's friend, said, I'm going to Cuba. Not Cuba, I'm going to Scotland in April. And my mom goes, oh my gosh, I always wanted to go. Someday I'll go. So Jean said to my mom, she says, do you want to go with me? And her husband's not going because this woman, my mom's friend, her mother's like in her 97 or 98 years old, so she's going to see her mom. So she said, yeah. So they've got a place to stay there, and for 3 weeks, they'll make trips during the week and that they'll stay there, but they go all around Scotland, and my mom's super excited. She's been to Ireland and that, but never to Scotland, so she's all excited about that. Jenny O'Brien says, Puerto Rico's a nice island. That's what I see. I mean, horrible things that happened there, in the last year or two with all the disasters and that, and it's terrible the way that they were treated in that, but I'd love to go see Puerto Rico. I think it would be beautiful, just beautiful. You go and see me. I love that name. I'd love it. Hello, everybody. Hi, it's nice to see you. Welcome. You know what? I see a lot of people that we don't usually see, but we're on at a different time, and I never go this early. Literally, my mom's going to the airport this afternoon, so at 2 o'clock when I go live, I'm just not going to be around, so I thought I wouldn't be able to go. I try to go every day, but I just wasn't going to be able to get on at the regular time, so I thought, you know what? I take my wife to work. She works at 9. Dropped her off. Dropped my son off at school. Came home. Everybody watched me make a coffee, and then here I am. But happy Valentine's Day, people. I appreciate it. You coming in. Citizen Z TV. Hi, how are you? Or Citizen Z TV. How are you? It's nice to see you. You see, you can tell I was Canadian. I said Z. Citizen Z TV. Sorry about that. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much for coming. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Oh my gosh, Destination Chronicles. Good morning. How are you? As you can see, this is not my usual time. I usually come on. In the afternoon at 2 o'clock Eastern, but my mom's flying out to go to Cuba today, so I wouldn't be home at the regular time at 2 p.m. So I thought I'd still like to go on, and this is a perfect time. I could go on for an hour or something. Then after that, I'll have to close things up and get ready. But it's nice to see everybody. Steve, believe Guitar ID today. Hey Jeff, I'm playing on that platform. So just a quick little, yes, no worries, Steve. Literally, I'm not going to be on at 2, Steve. My mom's flying out to Cuba today, so she's flying out at 2 o'clock. So I have to, around 11:30 our time, I have to go pick her up. And so I won't be on later today, Steve. This is why the early live today. But it's good to see you. I know you can't stay, but Steve, thanks very much for coming. Thank you very much. Citizen Z TV says, laugh out loud, I'm glad to be here. Well, I'm glad to have you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Destination Chronicles says, Cuba, wow. Yeah, she went with my dad years ago when he was alive, but he's passed on. And anyways, her friends and that are going, and I don't know actually where they're going in Cuba. I know they'd been to Veradero, but I think they're going, I don't know if it's Veradero again, but somewhere in Cuba, but I'm not sure. And after that, Destination Chronicles, she's home for 2 weeks. Then she goes for 3 weeks to Scotland, if you can believe. So she's a world traveler right now. Citizen ZTV, nice to see you. I'm not blue. Oh, yeah. Laugh out loud. Oh, gosh. Citizen ZTV. I usually, once people come don't take it personally. Don't take it in any way. Steve's been here since day one. Literally, and Mickey has been here since day one. Literally, once. That's all it is. So please don't take it personally. I know I know just about everybody here, but like Steve and Mickey will say, usually when people after they've been here a bit, then the blue wrench, I guess it is. But please don't take it personal in any way. Yankee Crank. Well, Jeff, have an awesome day. I just stopped in and hit the like and show some love. Yankee Crank, thanks so much, my friend. Have a happy Valentine's Day. Much appreciated. I really do appreciate you dropping in. Thanks very much. Thank you so much. Jag Fishing. Hi, Jeff. Hope you're having a great day. Morning. Yes, Jag. Having a great day. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you're doing well. I've been asking people, the husbands that aren't so good. I think you were talking about Mickey before. It's Valentine's Day. My wife and I, we don't do the, getting the flowers, going out to dinner to the restaurants anymore. We used to when we were younger. And now it seems like we sit down with the kids, we have dinner, and watch a movie or whatever we do and stuff like that. But I don't want to say it's like a regular day, but it seems like a regular day. So we always, every year, we're not going to get anything for each other. And then this morning when I got out of the car, when my wife got out of the car, she handed me something. I felt like a heel because I haven't got her anything. So I have to try to think of something today before I pick her up from work. Citizen ZTV, no, it's fine. Honestly, I'm blue for over 60 channels. I can go mad, wind up. Citizen ZTV, thanks very much. But like I said, sometimes my 2 o'clock's a great time for people, but it's not always the best time for everybody. But that's the reason why. But thank you very much for dropping in. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. And like I said, this could be a good time for other people. Like I said, I'm not always on at this time, but it was a good time just because we're taking my mom to the airport. Dormar family, good morning, Jeff. It's George. Oh my gosh, I'm at work. Too much noise. The area I work, but just wanted to smash the like button for you. Dormar family, thanks a lot, George. George, I want to thank you for coming over to Ken and Susie and Connor and Jonah's live yesterday to JCTV last night. Joe and I really appreciate it. It meant a lot to us, and I know it did for Ken and Susie, and that they're really nice couple, and that with their 2 teenagers, and then we really like them. So on Wednesday nights, we always watch them just because we have a good time, and the kids, the 2 sons, have a blast in that. So I really appreciate you, Dromar family. George, I really appreciate you and Maria for dropping in last night. Thanks very much. Everybody really enjoyed that. Let's see here. Destination Chronicles, my hubby and I just agree to go out for dinner, and that's it. Yes. And you know what, Destination Chronicles, usually, since today, you have to usually, we did it years ago going out, and I remember one year we never booked, so we went out thinking, it's just Valentine's Day, it won't be that busy. We went to one of the restaurants we usually go to, and we sat for almost an hour and a half waiting to get in, and then when they sat us out in the corner because there was no place left. But yeah, my wife and I, once in a blue moon we'll go for dinner, but most of the time, if we're going to even celebrate, it's usually like on the weekend or something. We don't even do it usually on Valentine's Day, so we may just do that this weekend. I don't know. PMDB Entertainment. Hi, Paul. How are you? It's nice to see you. Welcome. As you can see, different time, Paul. My mom's, she's going to Cuba for a couple weeks, so she flies out this afternoon at 2 o'clock, usually when I'm on, Paul. She goes to Cuba for 2 weeks, is home for 2 weeks, and then after that, she flies out. She's going to Scotland, Paul, for 3 weeks. Her and one of the ladies she's been good friends with for 20 years that she used to work with. That lady, her and her husband are from Scotland, but they're going to Scotland together, and my mom's never been, so she's all excited about that. It's nice to see you. Thanks very much for dropping in. Citizen ZTV says, Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Hope everybody's got their special gifts, and people who are single like me, I'll see you in the pub later. Well, you know what, Citizen ZTV, thanks so much for coming. I appreciate it. Happy Valentine's Day. It's wonderful to have you here. Thanks again for coming. I appreciate it. Drummer family, I will be in chat. Can't hear anything at all. Machinery on equipment is all too loud. Drummer family, George, thanks very much, my friend. You have a good one, and thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Yes, you have an awesome channel, Mickey. She does, doesn't she, Super Mom Go? She certainly does. And I'll tell you, you know, if you don't know, if you know Mickey, that's fantastic. But if you don't know Mickey XO, check her out. She has a channel. It's a huge channel. She's the mayor, actually. She's the mayor of this place called Mickeyville. It's getting bigger and bigger. Before you know it, it's going to be it's going to be so big. She's going to have henchmen. But anyways, Mickey's a great lady, and she has a wonderful channel. And Mickey XOXO, you know what? I've known her almost pretty much about probably a month and a half after I started all this. So it's great to have you, Mickey, here, and I appreciate it. Happy Valentine's Day. But yeah, Mickey has a wonderful channel. You know, Mickey, I'm just teasing in that time, just joking in that. Destination says, get reservations. Yes. You know what? At this point, there wouldn't be any reservations to go anywhere. Oh, gosh. Jagfish and Citizen sounds like a plan, laugh a lot. Oh gosh, PMDB Entertainment, nice one, Jeff. Yeah, Paul, I'm excited for her. I've never been over, but you know what? She's so excited. When my dad was alive years ago, they went to Ireland because that's where my dad's parents were from, and they were there. They've been there, and they saw family and stuff. Most of my dad's family is all there, but they never went to Scotland. Unfortunately, they always thought, you know, they'd go back see Scotland, Wales, and England, but they never did. So she thought, she's 76 years old. What other chance is she going to get to go? So when her friend said she was going over, she jumped at it, and they're going for 3 weeks. So they've got a couple days planned here and there, and then they got day plans, and they're going all over the place. She gets to go to Loch Ness and a few other places. So she's on cloud nine. I said, oh, I don't want to say I pity her. What's the word? I envy her. That's it. I bet she's going to have a blast. Egyptian Gamer Geek, hi, how are you? It's good to see you. Just dropping in to say hi. Well, thank you very much. As you can see, this is not a time I usually go live. It's about 10:04 here. I'll probably stay on to 10:30, then I'll drop off. But I'd like to go live every day, Monday to Friday. But the 2 o'clock that I usually do, like tomorrow, I wouldn't be on at this time. This is just sometimes if I have plans that I can't meet my live for, I try like a quick live or something if I'm on the go or something, or like at a coffee shop. But this was just a good time. I had an hour and a half or hour in that to do this, so I thought I'd come on. Like I said, it's Valentine's Day, so I understand people are busy. So, but I really appreciate you for dropping in. I appreciate it. Who knew else is a great channel today? Jake Fishing, thanks very much, my friend. You have a great channel as well. You know what? It's so great that you meet so many people, and you know what? I met a lot of great people in the fishing community. You know, here's one that I never thought I was going to be interested in: the aquarium channels. I met a fellow named Sebastian, and he's got a great channel called Pond and More. And from Pond and More's channel, I met quite a few different aquarium channels, and I had no idea. I didn't think I was going to be, but I became quite interested in the aquariums, the fishing channels. I've always loved fishing, but I'll tell you, Jake Fishing, you know, I used to fish every year, and that the only thing I've never done is ice fish. I always loved to get doing that, but our son's 11. You know, until I met my wife, I used to fish every year. Then I met my wife, and I haven't been out fishing since. And every year, my son's always saying, Dad, he's been out fishing with the cousins and that. But every year, he's like, Dad, can you take me fishing? I'm like, yeah. Before you know it, the year's done, and I'll do it next year. I'm always pushing it off. But somebody said to me that this last year, they said, you got to do it. So I'm going to make what do you call it? I shook on it with my son. I said, we're going to get out this summer. So I'm going to get out either this spring and summer with him one way or the other and get started. Super Mom goes, love to travel myself. I've been a while. Oh, Super Mom to go. Mom go. It's it's good if you can do it. I figure why not? We're only here once, so that's I think is the best thing on earth to be able to travel. Destination Chronicles. I got called off to work today, so I happened to catch you this morning. Well, Destination Chronicles, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. Like I said, I know people are just dropping in and can only stay a second, but I really appreciate you for dropping in. I really do. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Citizen TV, do you get people saying that you look like a famous person? You don't take it that strongly, but you look like Graham from Jeremy Kyle. I don't know. Citizen ZTV, I'm in London, Ontario. I'm in Canada. Who's Graham from Jeremy Kyle? I'll have to reread this, and I'm going to send a text to myself. Give me a second. I'm going to send a text because I don't actually know who that is. So I'm actually curious. It might be an old man. I have no idea. But give me a second. I want to send it to myself because I don't know who that is. What's his name? Let's see here. Sorry, everybody. I'm just writing this name down because I don't know who this is. Graham from Jeremy. Sorry, everybody. I don't know who this is. I don't know if it's a TV show or entertainment show, and I figure it's in England, but I don't know who it is. Graham from Jeremy Kyle. I'll take a look who that is later. I'm not sure, but why not? I'll take a look to see who it is anyways. Yep, there it is. I've sent myself a message. So we'll get that. I'll take a look at that after. Here we are. Sorry. As you can see, I need bifocals. These have them, but they don't work with Geo Jerry's Adventures. Jerry, how you doing? Happy Valentine's Day, Jeff and Jojo. Now off to work. Jerry, have a good Valentine's Day, buddy. My mom's going to Cuba today. She needs a ride to the airport, so I'm taking her for 2 o'clock when I usually go live. So I thought when I was home here, I'd come on for an hour or so. Just to do a quick live here. But happy Valentine's Day, Jerry. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. Jake Fishing, this time works for me a lot better because I leave to work at 2 morning. It's good for me. Yeah, Jake Fishing, I noticed the people, I've done quick lives like an hour or so live before. Back like a month ago or 3 or 4 weeks ago when my daughter was in ending exams, and that I was picking her up, and I was going early in the morning to pick her up. It was a lot better for a lot of people because, like you said, they're either haven't gone to work or just on their way out, so they can talk for a few minutes. But yeah, it's a totally different time. I find too, for me, it's easy because I go on at that time, and then by the time I finish, it's just before I pick my son up. Then we go get my wife, and then it's evening, and then it's nighttime with the kids and the family and stuff. But yeah, no, it is a totally different time. It's good for some and not for others. Jake Fishing, let's see here. Jake Fishing, you got to get out fishing, buddy. Yeah, no, I know I do. And, I do feel, because we do a lot together, but it's the one thing that he's always, I don't want to say begged to do, but he's always wanted to go fishing with his dad. He's been out with the uncles and the cousins and stuff, and he loves it. He just loves it. And, I think most boys do. I mean, I love going out with my uncles and my dad and that when I was a kid, but there's no excuse. There really isn't, so I'll have to get going with that for sure. Supermom, very nice spending time with you. Have a blessed day. You too, Supermom Go. And Supermom Go, you have a happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies. Not to the gentlemen too, but I imagine saying that to everybody. That's what I should say. But to all the ladies, the moms and women out there. It doesn't matter if you're a mom or not. To all the ladies out there, happy Valentine's Day to y'all for sure. Holster Fishing, hi, how are you? It's good to see you. Oh, it's good to see you. Let me see here. Let's see. Holster Fishing, thumbs up. Thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I have to figure out who this Graham person that he's talking about is. Graham from Jeremy something. I forget what. I typed it in the text myself, but I don't know who that is. I'm taking it must be some British show, but I don't know. Excuse me for that. I apologize for that. Coffee went down the wrong way. Bones Yard, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for coming. I really do appreciate it. I really do. It's great to see people. You know what? We're all different people that don't see each other all the time. It's a different time, right? This time is good for some people, and the other time is good for people too. But like I always say, when people sometimes come to the 2, it's great, and then sometimes they'll send a message later, and they say, "Oh, sorry," and I'm like, "Why sorry? It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's good time for people overseas, where you know what? It's after a lot of people in the UK and overseas. At 2, it's like 7 o'clock at night, so it's perfect for them, right? They've sat down, they've had dinner, they're settling into the night to do whatever they're doing. So 7, if they're going to sit down and watch YouTube or whatever, probably 7's a good time, so it's perfect for them. Like students, maybe it's a good thing, or maybe someone's on a different shift, good for them. But most people, you know, if they're working, I always say, you know what, it doesn't matter, you know, if you come the beginning, middle, ending, or if I see it today, tomorrow, a week, a month, or whatever down the road. It's always nice to see people, but you know what? Everybody's got things going on in their life, just as I do and everybody else here. You know what? I like this. This is fun, but this will never be a job or anything for me. This is just fun and stuff like that. But you know what? I have the time while I'm off right now, and while I do have those, you know, the few months that I do here, this is great. And when I'm back to a normal schedule with work, I will be. I'll still do this and lives and stuff and videos. But I'll probably be more with like videos, and the lives will be a couple times a week, and they'll be probably more in the evening, just probably not in the day like this, just because it'll be a different schedule, that's all. Oops, sorry. I sat there and it almost fell out of my chair. Sorry about that, everybody. Hi, Velocity Savage. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Oh, gosh. Let's see. Destination Chronicles. Your phone sounds like Mr. Rogers' piano music. Laugh out loud. Does the mic sound like Mr. Rogers? Really? I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry for that. I don't know if you're talking to me, Destination Chronicles, or somebody else, but Jakefish and Jeff, I'm about to jump in the shower, but I'm leaving this stream on. I'll be listening, but not chatting. Jakefish, no worries, my friend. I mean, if you leave on, great. If you don't, that's fine too. You don't have to worry about it, but I do appreciate it, Jakefish, and have a good one, and have a good day, okay? Happy Valentine's Day to you, buddy. Oh, hey, there you go. Look at PMDB Entertainment. Any single ladies in here? Paul from PMDB Entertainment is just looking to see if there's any ladies. You know what? If there is, a wonderful gentleman, Paul. He's from the UK. Great channel, a great young man in that PMDB Entertainment. You know what? It is. You know what? Why not, Paul? That's a good question. And it's Valentine's Day. Why not? Yeah, Paul, you're a great fellow. PMDB Entertainment, everybody. Great channel. You should check him out. Has a good channel. Citizens TV. Honestly, I can't put link up to show. Maybe Mickey XO again. Okay. Mickey, do you know who he's talking about? He says Graham from Jeremy Kyle. Oh, if not Citizens ZTV, I'll take a look after. I've texted myself, so I'll see who he is. I don't have any idea who he is, but I'll definitely check him out after. Let's see here. Graham Norton. Oh gosh. Oh no, not Graham Norton. I think I know who Graham Norton is. That's definitely UK TV, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Oh, Mickey says, what's the link? I was away at work. Could you put Graham from Jeremy Kyle link up so they can quick see? You know what? Well, I'm talking. I have to see who. I'm gonna look it up myself here, so don't take it personally. I can't see with the glasses, so give me 2 seconds, everybody. I'm gonna type it in Google here, see if I can figure out who this guy is, because I'm curious who he is. I hope it's not like some old fella, because I'm a little older, but I'm not that old. But let's see here. Give me a second. You piqued my interest, so I have to see who this is. Graham from Jeremy. Sorry about this, everybody. I'm not as quick as some other people might be. I just have to see who this fella is. I have to see. Once I see, I'll drop it. But you piqued my interest, so I have to see. Oh, Paul says, just joking. Well, it doesn't matter, Paul. If you are, fine. If you're not, that's fine too. But you know, it doesn't matter to me, Paul, and I'm just teasing with you too, buddy. But thanks, Jeff. Oh, Paul, no worries, my friend, no worries. You don't bring the phone in the shower. Can you imagine? I imagine there probably is. Graham. Is this guy's name Graham Stainer? Oh my gosh, no. I hope that's not who you're talking about. Graham Stainer. I'm definitely not. Jeremy Kyle's shows Graham Stainer. Is that who you're talking about? Oh my gosh, please don't let it be this guy. Graham Stainer, some old guy, isn't he? Graham Stainer. Let me see. If this is who this guy is, I'm definitely not an old guy, I swear. Oh my gosh, I can't do it right now. But anyways, I'm pretty sure, is it Graham Stainer or Stainer or something that you're looking at? Let's see. Oh, Drummer family. Okay, guys, have a nice day. Boss is around area. Don't work too much. Drummer family, George, you have a good one. Thanks again. Oh, thanks, Paul. Like I said, I think Graham Stainer must be who he's talking about, and if that's a fellow, he's like some old guy. And I'm in my 40s, but I'm not. This guy looks about 20 years older than me. But anyways, like I said, I'll put the image. I'll take a look at the image, see if that's who he's talking about. Oh gosh. Well, is it Graham Stanler or Stainer or something? Is that the guy's name? Oh my gosh. Anyways, maybe that's who you're talking about. I don't know. Let's see here. Anybody from the UK? Oh gosh, that's funny. No, like I said, you know, I do have a bit of hair, but it's thinned out now, so I just keep it short. But my wife, it is what it is. I just don't want no comb overs and stuff. That's all. That's why I keep it short. But that's what it is. Let's see here. So what's everybody have going on? What's everybody have going on today for Valentine's Day? Anybody have anything going on for their husbands, wives, boyfriend, girlfriends, significant others? Anybody have anything exciting planned? Oh, as I say, don't take the wrong way. Oh no, that's okay. No worries. I can understand what you're saying. I just don't know who it is. That's Bald is Beautiful. Yeah, Destinations Chronicles. You know what? If you go to my on my Facebook and my what do you call it, Twitter and stuff like that, even on Instagram, if you click on that, there's pictures in there, and I've got hair in there, and I want to say, if it was as thick as it was back then, I'd keep it. I wouldn't have this look at all, but my wife doesn't mind it, and you know what, it doesn't take long. I clip it off once a week, and it is what it is. Let's put it this way: I've seen the fellas with the part overs or the comb overs, and it's not bald up here. It's just it's thinner on top. So, and I have I always say, oh, I have lighter hair, like blonder, and my wife says to me, you haven't had blonde hair in at least 10 or 15 years. Oh, no worries, Mickey. I'm getting a little bit boring here anyways. Literally, I'm going to be on about 10 more minutes, Mickey. I really wanted to just get on to for about an hour, like I usually do, and I couldn't do it at 2 o'clock. But so I'm a little bit boring today, but it is what it is. Any day I'm going to get going. Mayor's out. Mickey, take care, and thanks again for coming. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you have a wonderful day, Mickey. I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy Valentine's Day, my friend. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. Have a good day. PMDB, no. Oh gosh, Paul, that's not the case. That's not the case. There's tons of people that do. Literally, you know what? I was married, Paul, for years, and then for a good 2 years, after I got separated, divorced from my ex-wife, I didn't know where I was going. I had a little girl at the time. She was 2 years old, and I didn't know where I was headed in my life. And then I met Joe, or JoJo, whatever people want to call her. But you know what? Went from there, and then a little while later we had Ethan, and you know what? Had my family. You never know. It comes at I don't want to say at the strangest times, but I certainly didn't know when I met her what was going to happen. But you know what? You never know it. Sometimes things are sometimes right in your face, and sometimes they're just around the corner, Paul. You never know. You never know. Citizen ZTV's. I'm spending the day with my lovely blog. Oh gosh, that is funny. That is funny. Destination Chronicles, time to make breakfast. I gotta go. Have a great day. Destination Chronicles, like I said, I'm only gonna be on for a few more minutes. Literally, I thought I'd make an hour, and it's just about been an hour. So I'll make the hour, and then I'll whisk out of here and that. But happy Valentine's Day, Destination Chronicles. I appreciate you dropping in. Have a great day. Have a good day. Let's see. Yes, Citizens ZTV. Okay, Mickey. XOXO. Take care and be safe. Exactly. I think Mickey, as far as I know, is at work, so she's got probably a few more. She's probably just starting her day, unfortunately. But you know what? Hopefully the day goes by quick for her. That's a nice story. Yeah, Paul. Well, you know what? Like I said, you never know. I certainly didn't know. My wife was from up north, and you know, I didn't use the internet very often, and you know, being a dad and that to a little girl, and that I wasn't going out and partying or doing anything at that point in my life. I was in my 30s and stuff, and you know what? I went on one night on one of these, what do you call it, dating sites or whatever, because I didn't know. I thought maybe I'll. You know, I'd been out on a couple dates, but you know, sometimes the dates that you meet women and that, you know, a lot of women you meet, especially when you're getting into the mid-30s and stuff, a lot of the women are have either been married or have children, which is fine. I mean, I had a kid, and I didn't know, and then I met this wonderful woman. I met Jo, and she didn't have kids, and she was very, you know, when she met my daughter, you know, you meet some ladies, women, and that. And some are interested in whatever, and some, you know, they have their own kids, so that, you know, they have their own life, so that makes total sense. They don't have time for somebody else, which totally makes sense. But sometimes you meet, and there are women out there that meet people that have children or whatever that are okay with things. But Jo, she never had children, and you know what? She accepted my little girl right away, and my little girl was, I think, 3, I guess, at the time. So she was, she loved my wife, and that. Not my wife at the time, but they got along really well, so that was a great start, and you know, things just went from there. So you never know, Paul. You never know. Yes, Paul, I appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, she's a wonderful woman. I'm lucky to have her. I am. Sylvia, hey, happy Valentine's Day, Sylvia. Hope you're having a good one. This, Sylvia, is not the time I usually go on. I went on about 9:30. I was going to go on to 10:30. My mom's flying out. She's going to Cuba today, Sylvia, for 2 weeks. With one of her girlfriends, one of the women she used to work with. So her girlfriend and her girlfriend's husband, the 3 of them are going away on vacation together. So my mom's all excited to go away, and so she said, "Can you take me to the airport?" So she flies out at 2. So around 11:30 our time, I just have to go pick her up and get her ready and get her to the airport. So I just won't be on at my normal time. So I thought I still like to go live, and I always try to go live in the week, at least an hour, and this was a good time, that's all. But I'll be on for about 5-6 more minutes, and I'll moose out of here, and everybody doesn't have to listen to me up. Yes, Paul is saying happy Valentine's Day to you. Will we to Sylvia? It is, you know what, today's a lot nicer day than it has been. Will we, Sylvia, how's the weather where you are? You know, it's been a little miserable the last couple of days, but we woke up. The roads are clear. It's like they had the plows out all night, I think, because it's like day and night. I said to my wife yesterday, it was like blizzard out there. It was this ice and everything. You couldn't drive without getting in an accident. Today, you wouldn't even know that the snow's everywhere, but not on the roads, luckily. Citizens ETV, I need to go, but I'm needed on 4 streams. Take care. All nice to meet you, everyone. We'll be back on next live stream. Be safe, all. Citizens ETV, thanks so much for coming. I appreciate it. Have a great one, and happy Valentine's Day, buddy. Thanks again for dropping in. Okay, take care. Well, you have to bring your mom to the airport. Yes, Sylvia, I do. My mom's 76, so you know what? She could have took a cab, I guess, or a bus. But I said to her, she asked me a few months ago when she knew she was going. I said, of course I'll take her. I mean, it's not, I think we're about 20 minutes from the airport in London. We're not far, 15-20 minutes. By the time I go pick my mom up at the one end of the city and then get her back, literally I think I live about 10 minutes from the airport here. But if I go pick my mom up, she's another 10 minutes away. So 20-30 minutes to the airport from her place. And on the way we'll pick her friends up and get them there probably about 1 o'clock, and gives them an hour to get settled at the airport. But I figured I may not be on at 2 o'clock, so that's the reason I thought I'd come alive for. Just like I said, I won't be back on again like this tomorrow or anytime soon. If you see me ever in the morning like this, it's usually because I've got something going on at a different time. That's why. Viewed this. Working all day, been listening while I drive. I love the song. Yes, Keg did about you. Thought it was really cool. Anyway, light was just turned on. Have a great day. You too. Viewed this. Thanks again. Yes, Big Keg. He did. Everybody that knows Big Keg, you know what he did. If you check out his latest video, he wrote a song a while ago for Jojo and I. And you know, we have a show on Sunday nights called the Jeff and Jojo Show. So anyways, Keg's a real nice fella, a great mate that we met a long time ago when we first started this. So he wrote a song about you know, the channel's called Idiot of the Day. So in this channel he says Idiot of the Day, and then he says Jeff and Jojo and all that. But he puts everything in, and you know how we're always joking about the doghouse. There's a little bit of this, a little bit of that from the show, and that when we joke around on the show. But yeah, he did a great job, and he was wondering how we're going to use it. But we're going to use it every Sunday. We're going to. I haven't figured out if it'll be the beginning, ending. I'm pretty sure it's going to be at the beginning, and we may do it at the ending too. I haven't figured that out, how we're going to get that in there yet. But we're going to do it every Sunday. We're going to play the song every Sunday. But if you know Big Keg and you love him like we do, check his video. He did a great job. It's I think about 4.5 minutes or so. But he does the song and he's explaining it, and then at the end he shows like a minute clip of bloopers when he says, I had the darnest time trying to get it going. He says I'd start it and then I'd mess up and then I'd start it over. So the bloopers are just absolutely hilarious, but he did a great job. And View This says, he did a really nice job, and we were honored that he would do it. We thought, who in their right mind would want to do something for us? But he did, and you know what? We couldn't thank him enough. Real nice fella. Sylvia says, we got tons of snow, half a foot again. Yikes. Sylvia, we've had snow off and on, but we haven't had like the big drops like everybody else is getting. We're getting the ice, snow, and you know, the freezing rain and all that stuff like everybody else. And we do have snow here, but nothing to that extent. I think, it's the snow we have is just the drifting stuff, so there's lots of it, but it's not from accumulation. It's just from the drifting, I find. I wish I could see the grass. So do I. I was watching one of the videos, and we were watching something on TV last night. And, you know, when we saw the grass, we're like, it's so funny to think like 3 weeks ago. That's all it was. We had no snow until 3 weeks ago. And then it all started. Neat, yes. Oh, what's his channel? I'll type his channel in. Big Keg. So it's pretty simple. Just the channel Big Keg. And the video from last night that he put up, it just says, I have a song. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember exactly. But the last video that he did, something about a song, or I made a song up or something. But yeah, it's like I said, it's about 4.5 minutes. It's pretty interesting. He did a great job. Viewed this. Have a great day, everybody. At my destination, be well. Viewed this. You too, and happy Valentine's Day. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. Wobia says the school's shut down and works on the reserve yesterday. Yes, Sylvia, I'll tell you, you know what? Until today, this is the first day the kids, between the two of them, they went back to school. One was off for 1 day. Then one was off for 2 days because of the school shutdown. But today everything's fine, so they're back to school and that. But it's funny that the last 3 weeks we've had more snow days than we've had in the last few years. Usually they don't. Here they've been shutting the buses down, which is funny, and the schools at the same time. They never usually do that. Usually, you know, it would have to be whatever to shut things down. But they've been shutting things down left, right, and center. But I think, you know what, safety-wise is probably for the best. Okay, last night, yes, last night. Yes, your schools were shut down too. Not yesterday, Sylvia. They were shut down, was it Monday and Tuesday? Or one was, I think Monday and Tuesday they were. But definitely not yesterday. But we didn't send our son to school because they sent a message out. The school board had said, you know, if you don't have to send your kid, just keep them home. Just because it, and actually yesterday, it was weird. Yesterday, it was worse on the road than it was on Tuesday and Monday. But, you know, they closed things Tuesday and that. But it was actually worse on Tuesday than it was. No, it was worse yesterday than it was on Tuesday. But, Wobia says, my uncle can't plow my boyfriend's hill. He barely made it up last time. He said, yikes. I imagine it must be terrible. And you were saying how much snow you were getting in that. That's, or you have got, that's crazy. That's too bad in that. Imagine he must be waiting for spring. I can't wait for it to come. I can't wait. I've had enough of this winter. And I said to my wife, it only really came like not even a month ago. My boyfriend shovels it all the time. Yes. Oh gosh. I said to my wife, I said, I feel like I'm getting too old to be shoveling. In my head, I'm like, give me 20 years doing that, I'll be toast. But anyways, I should, it's been about an hour, and it's been great to see everybody today. It really was. And like I said, I usually would go on at 2 o'clock. I couldn't today just because had a few other arrangements I had to do, picking her up, and I have to go over to a little earlier because she wants me to check on this, and then she's got a friend that she's in Florida, and so she checks on her place once or twice a week. So she has to give me the keys, and we have to go over, and she has to give me the whole run around and say, do this every week when you're over. And I said, yeah, I'll do it. And my mom's older, so she worries about every goofy thing under the sun. But I said, no worries, we'll get everything done. And but I will probably in the next half hour have to head out, so I should get things closed down here. Well, Sylvia says, nice seeing you chilling with Millens in Ecuador. I seen a few minutes of his life. Yes, Sylvia. We saw that he was making, I don't know if it was yesterday or the other day, he was making, not something out of wood, was it a beach guitar or something? I forget somebody made a joke. He said, only Mike Millen would go on holidays and be working as much as he's doing. I thought, Mike, you're supposed to be on holidays enjoying yourself. But he seems to be having a blast. He told Joe on one of his lives before he went, he said, he was so excited because his wife was going to allow him to YouTube while he was away. So neat, yes. Anyways, I should get going. But I want to wish you, everybody here, I want to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. And I'm sorry it was earlier. It was the only time I could get on. I try to do at least an hour a day, but sometimes longer, but at least an hour every day during the week. But anyways, have yourself a happy Valentine's Day. Stay safe and warm. I hope it's not too heavy for you today. Everybody, thank you so much for coming. Much appreciated. His name's Mike. Yes, Mike Millen. I think he lives down towards Hamilton, Sylvia. He used to live out by Port Burwell. If you know where Port Burwell. KC Jeff and Joe. Yes, Sylvia. Thanks. He used to live out that way, but I think he lives closer to Toronto now, closer to Hamilton or something like that. I'm not sure. Anyways, take care, will you, Sylvia? Take care, and happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I bid you do. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow on that. Take care, everybody. Good night. Or good day. Sorry. Bye-bye.